Hi guys, pretty excited. Now let's see how to set up the events in Universal Analytics. Let's roll the slide then. Hey, uh, so in this particular slide, we will talk only about setting up different events in Universal Analytics. Now, I have told you multiple times about events and goals. So let's understand the difference. So every time I tell, all goals are events, but not all events are goals. Now, let's go through it. So events are sent through your mobile or site's uh, code, and they get piped into behaviors and events. A goal is basically a conversion metric for your website or app. For example, purchase is one of the most important events in your application, and that is an event as well as a goal. But visiting the about page of your website or app would be an event and should not necessarily be a conversion. So you can break down goals by a bunch of things. The traffic sources that led to this completion, then the total number of completions, the conversion rates, value of each traffic that you drive. For this reason, it is very important to create different sets of goals for different conversions in your website. Now, this is pretty important. Okay. What should be the timeline for a goal? Timeline for a goal doesn't mean that when someone comes and convert, we call it as that timeline. I'm talking about the timeline for setting up a goal. So goals do not act retroactively on your data. For example, if you have set up your mobile Google Analytics today, and let's say your events are firing for an entire month, and suddenly you started creating a goal on the 30th day of the month after creation of your Google Analytics account. In that case, your goal will only start tracking data from day 30 onwards. It won't consider the data that have been generated over the last 29 days. So you cannot retroactively use the goal for the previous 30 days. So it is important for you to set up goals as soon as possible, and we will show you that. But prior to that, what you should do, you should create a full source domain in your Google Analytics. Here are the steps. Okay, you can do and create it. It's very easy. Then what you need to do, you need to go to Google Analytics. There you can go to the admin panel. In your admin panel, click on goals on the far right under the view column. Then click there, click on the new goal button. Then goal setup one. If the event falls under any of the templates or use one of those, in 90% of the time, generally we select a custom conversion. Then it will ask you to describe about the goal. So you use the name as the same event. Then you can create certain set of URLs to describe about the destination of your goal. Then you can talk about the goal details, where you can configure certain event as your goal and consider it ahead. So instead of talking theory, let's go and see in detail. So this is one of my friend's website. I have already told you. So what you can do, I have said you earlier that you need to go to your. This is the home page of Google Analytics where we land. Then we need to go to admin. Once you go to admin, you will see three columns. So I said you to create this full funnel data here. Okay, let me keep it here. Okay, so after creating this, you can go to goals. Now in goals, you can see a lot of conversion goals. So what you can simply do, you can click on new goal and create here. So there are some predefined templates like register online, which is for signing up for a particular schedule or event or appointment. You can create an online account. You can submit content like uploading certain documents. Then inquiry like refer a friend, read reviews, upcoming events, download or print. Then certain engagements. For example, you want to engage with your audiences like watching a video or sharing something or uploading an image, uploading a video, or writing some post, signing up, getting alerts. All these could be different engagements. Apart from this, you can create custom also. Okay. Now, when you select this custom, it will take you to the goal description part. Here, you need to write goal description. Now, what exactly you can write here? Sorry, you can write the objective for creating that particular group. So first I will talk about B2B, then we'll go to B2C. Okay. Uh, then once you have just created it, you you need to select from different types. So is it an event, pages, duration, destination, etc. Okay. So what happens? You have to pick up a goal type. Okay, you can. So basically destination means something like you want to take them to a certain page. For example, if you sign up for a newsletter, they will tell you, hey, thank you for signing up for our newsletter, you will get a confirmation. Okay, so whatever URL you go after signing up the website, that will be the destination URL. For example, duration. In duration, what happens? You will go to a certain page and spend there some time. Okay, it could be a video, it could be a kind of podcast, or it will be a white paper. Okay, you can read the content there itself. So, so there you are measuring certain time for staying in that page. Then comes your pages or screens per session. Let's say you want to see, hey, 10 pages have been scrolled for a particular session. Then I want to tell it as a good. That is also fine. Then event. So these are some of the things you can consider. If you consider destination, it will take you to the third option, which is the goal destination. Now, in goal destination, what happens? You will get multiple sections here, like equal to, begins with, then regular expression. Okay, you can use any of this to basically set up it. However, this is purely case sensitive. If your URL is case sensitive, you have to be very specific about that particular URL. Okay, I will show you an existing goal. From that, you will come to know. Then there is something called value. Value means you can assign some monetary number for this conversion. For example, for sign up, you want to allocate it as, let's say, $0.5 or $1, even though the revenue is not realized. but you are adding certain anonymous value to it. Okay. Otherwise, if you don't want to add any value to that, you can simply keep it as off. It won't give you any number. Okay. Then coming to the funnel part. In funnel, what happens? You can specify a particular path before taking that, before moving to that particular destination. For example, you might have seen in your business cases, you will go to a certain page. There, you will do certain set of action, and once that action happens, you say, "Hey, this is what, uh, if you move to this particular page, then we consider it as a conversion." Sometimes what happens, small, e-commerce websites, they don't have their own payment gateways. So in that case, what happens, for payment, you have to go to a third party website like Razor Pay or Paytm, Phone Pay, etc. And after making the payment, you will come again to the thank you page. Okay. So there what happens, the since the payment is happening on a third party, it is very difficult for your website to track it. So in that case, what you can do, you can set up a funnel. Hey, my customer should come to the add to cart page. Then the person should go to the payment initiation page. And after payment initiation page, if the person comes to thank you page, okay, then we will consider it as a conversion. So through that, you will be able to track conversions as well. After doing that, you can verify your goal. Once you verify it, what it will do, it will see how many conversions have happened. And in the past, if certain actions have happened, in the last 7 days, it will give you certain random number. Not random number, it will count some mathematical formula and tell you this is the conversion rate for this particular goal, and you can create it. Okay. Now let's see. I have, okay. So this particular goal was created by me. Although this is not running anymore, this particular campaign is not running more, but I will show you how this happens. Okay. So this is basically a funnel approach. So what happens? I have created a custom goal here. Then in this page, I have uh, given a description, and it's a destination description. Then what happens? I'll go to the goal details page. So here what happens? You can see here, this is the page. This is the landing page. Let's get it loaded. Yeah, it got loaded. Okay. So here what happens? You are bringing someone. So mostly this is important for B2B businesses. So you are, or some lead generation pages. You are bringing someone to this particular website. Okay. Then you have filled the details. Then you submit here. Once you submit here, what is going to happen? What happens? Okay, this email is already there. Okay, so what I will do, let me change this. Yeah, so this is also not taken. Mhm. Okay, got it. Now, once this particular action happens, You come to a thank you page, okay, and if you see this particular URL, what is going to happen? This is the URL, then something called reg underscore ID is equal to this. So if you go on filling the form, you will find that this registration ID will change automatically. This is something they have created a counter by the tech team to just see how many registrations have happened so far on this particular landing page. Okay. Now I want to put a conversion for this particular page also. So what I can do, I can select only up to this option. Okay. Because rest of the things are going to change. And I'm going to put in the bottom of that particular funnel. So if you see here, it should begin with this particular landing page and its value I have given is 1. I have opened up the funnel and I am giving here two steps. One is the LTC page where you can see that first landing page URL. Okay, let me show you once again. You go here. Okay, this, let it get loaded. Okay, so this is the landing page. Now let's go to analytics. Then you need to go to the thank you page. Now what is the URL of the thank you page? Let me show you here. It is the same, but here dash thank dash you dash 001. Okay. So, and it is asking an option like, is it required? If it is no, then it will consider step one only. Otherwise, when you say yes, you will go to the second step of the funnel. Even after this, you want to add something, you can go on adding. Okay. Once this happens, your goal your goal flow is created. You can see here, guys. Thank you 001. So I have considered only up to this. If let's say let me fill the form once again. Okay. Then let's say okay. Uh, so then let's say city. Then what is going to happen here? Just wait. Let's see. Yeah. Thank you. You can see here the registration ID number has changed. Now it is 32. Earlier you can see it is 31. So it means this particular number is changing continuously. So I can't put it on my thank you page. And here I am telling, hey, if if the URL contains almost this information, then consider it as a good. Okay. Then what we can do, we can verify this code. Okay, it shows the goal would have 1.43 conversion rate based on your data from the last 7 days. Okay, you can save it. Done. Guys, this is how we set up goals.